I'm back. I'm back. Okay, so it's been a while. It's been a hot minute since I did a vlog, and so much happened between then. Like, I really couldn't catch myself, like, to sit down and do the video, record it, edit it, all that jazz. And so yes, so I'm finally back with a short video, and I feel like I have so much to catch up on, from how I ended up freelancing to the story time about the agency that I work for, which I did a poll on Instagram about and asked y'all if y'all wanted to see that. So I have to do that video. So it's like I have ideas, but it's really just to sit down and plan everything and record it, and as I said, to edit it. And also this Sunday my laptop crashed, so I still have to get everything off the hard drive and get back the intro, like all those things, the editing software. So I have to see even what I'm going to edit this video with. So it's been very crazy. On top of that, in latest news, I decided to take a trip, yes, during COVID. So I am currently in New York visiting some family. So I'll probably give you all a bit more about that. You know, one of my friends was suggesting I do like a Life with Kim in New York. So depending on how things go, y'all should be getting some good vlogs from that, right? Apart from that, I have a very crazy story time yeah, about well, you'll see the title of the video, right? So basically a story time about that. It was crazy in itself. But that is also another reason why y'all should follow me on Instagram, because I post there a lot more than I will post vlogs. Like, if I don't have time to edit and record a full vlog, at least you know I will be posting there and I'll be updating my stories more often, right? So you could always like Mako, because Trinis love to do that. So go and follow me and you'll see snippets in between when I post vlogs, right? Also, I don't have my ring light, I don't have a stand, I don't have anything. I'm just using my selfie stick to record this. So I apologize for the little shaking or whatever. I'll see if I get a different setup as I go along. Anyway, enough blabbing, like, ugh. So let's get to the story time. Okay, so my flight was on Tuesday this week, and I arrived like around midnight, or probably a little after, because the flight was delayed, right? If y'all want a story time on that experience as well, I could do that. Just comment and let me know. Or if even if you just have questions about what it was like traveling, especially during COVID, getting the test done, the COVID test, all of that, you could feel free to ask questions. Anyway, so I got here, a friend picked me up from the airport, and arrived to where I was coming. You know, we were sitting down talking. I even took out some stuff because, you know, Trinis like to pack like everything in the suitcase, so you had to bring like jam and Moby and Royal Castle, you know, the works, right? So I took out like those kind of stuff, food stuff, put it away, all of that. And we were talking for like a good hour or so, or close to like an hour, right? So then my grandmother, because she lives in the States, so she was like, so what time you have to get up to start your work and stuff? And I was like, well, it's pretty much freelancing, so whatever time is fine, you know, once I get the things done that I have to do. So she said, okay, well, what about the laptop? Because the side note to that is, when my laptop crashed on Sunday, that was a mess, because I was like, oh my gosh, I know I have to travel Tuesday, and obviously I need something to do my work. And she had, strange enough, recently sent her laptop for us because she wasn't using it. So I ended up using her laptop after mine crashed. Thankfully I had that, because I don't know what I would do. So yeah, so she's like, oh, what about the laptop? It working good or whatever? So I was like, yeah, cool. So she said, well, where the laptop? Yo, where's the laptop? So I said, somewhere around whatever. So I get up and I'm looking for the laptop bag. No laptop bag. So I was like, oh my god, like where the laptop? Because I know I had it. So the friend who picked me up now was like, no, you didn't have a laptop bag. When I picked you up, you had the suitcase and the carry-on, and well, you had your handbag. And I was like, no girl, like I had the laptop, like I know for sure I had it. Because I remember when I came out and I was standing up waiting, I had the laptop with me. So I can remember seeing it and I remember walking out with it because I had my handbag on this side and I had the laptop bag. So I was like, there's no way that I left it in the plane. And it's big, you know, it's like a big laptop and it has its own bag and its strap and everything. So it's not like it fell from my hand or anything, like a sleeve that slipped out. So all of us now looking for the laptop and there's no laptop bag. So I was like, okay, well probably I left it in the car, so let's go and check. So we went back downstairs, checked the car, checked the back, checked the seats under the seats to see if it slid under there or whatever. And no laptop. Okay. So the friend now was like, listen, like we need to go back. And I was like, go back as in like drive all the way back to the airport now to see if we get the laptop. And she's like, yeah, we need to go because whatever, and you never know what can happen or you don't know if it's there and lost and found, blah blah blah. And I was thinking like, okay, like for sure somebody hops that up because if that was Trinidad like that going, like there is no way getting that back. Somebody see a laptop bag in tutus, right? And I just get a headache, like instant headache, like all hair hurting, panicking, like oh my gosh, because it's like I don't know, like I have a laptop curse or something from one crashing or losing this one. Like no, like it was just too crazy. So anyway, on top of that, the feeling is so bad because now we have to drive like all the way back to the airport to probably, I mean, what's the chances that we're really gonna find the laptop, you know? Anyway, so all of us hop in the car now, have to take that drive back to the airport, and we pull up to where she picked me up, and the airport security was there, whatever. So she went up and she was like, hi, I just picked up my friend, her flight arrived, whatever, and she had a laptop with her, but she don't know where it is. If by chance you all saw a laptop like just around this area, y'all listen to me. The guy was like, oh yeah, like it's over there. Well, he didn't say it like that because you know he American or whatever, but he's like, yeah, like it's over there. And I coulda pass out. I was like, what the, like, no, like, what's the chances, you know, because this was like over an hour later, because we were like home for like about an hour. The only time it took us to drive back to the airport, like, it was too, like, that was like a miracle. Like, what's the chances that nobody pick it up, like, you know? So I was so shocked, like I was frozen, and she watched me, like she's like, well, go for it. So I jump on the car to go for it, and the guy was like, no, wait, because obviously he don't know what's going on. So he's like, well, you have to describe it for me. So I there like flustered, like, cause at first I couldn't even believe that it was really there, you know. I was like, it's a HP laptop, the mouse is this color, whatever, they have the charger inside or whatever. So he take it aside and he check everything and he realized, okay, well, you know, it really was mine, I was telling the truth, whatever. And he gave me the bag. I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Like, you don't even know, like, whew, speechless, like, for real. And he was like, yeah, you know, I was guarding it with my life and whatever. And the funny thing too is that because of how it happened, obviously it's very suspicious. This random all black laptop bag lying on the sidewalk, right? So they actually called the police already. And that's what he was telling us. And he's like, they just didn't come as yet. So imagine if they came for this suspicious package, and I mean, God knows what they would have done with it, right? Probably just like check it to make sure it wasn't anything crazy, and I don't know, dispose of it, because who going back to give that back to the airport lost and found with the chance that somebody gonna come for it? I mean, I don't know, like you never know what can happen, but that to me was just like so, I don't know, like I really have to say, like, is luck or is just like a miracle. I just blessed, I don't know. because I don't know what I would have done without that laptop. And I would probably have to go and spend all that money to get one, because obviously that's how I get my work done and whatever. And even before we left home, my uncle was like, don't worry, you'll get it back. And he's saying it like, you could swear, it's like he could see it there, because I was like, he's saying, don't worry, like, fam, if I do not get this back, it's all over. And my grandma was like, don't worry, you're a praying child, you'll get it back, don't worry. And I got it back. So I don't know what else to say, but I was very thankful that the police didn't come, that nobody else picked it up, that the friend decided for us to go back, that she was willing to drive all the way back there to see if it would have been there, to come all the way back to drop us, then for her to go home, like, and she had to go to it the next day. We were just so thankful, like, for all the factors just working together. And that is the crazy story. Like, imagine the first night and now reach the place and there's the madness that going on. And it's so crazy too, because generally I'm not a person to be like careless like that with myself, and especially traveling, and especially during COVID, I was like extra careful with everything. Like, make sure I keep all my bags together, make sure I put my passport back in every time I had to take it out, like sanitize, all those things. And like, for that to happen at the last moment, I think I was just like probably so tired, like, you find like, like, oh, reach, like, you just wanted to sit down and relax. So imagine coming in like around midnight, doing all of that craziness, going back, come back, and by the time I reached back, it was like 3 a.m. y'all. It was just too much. Like, that was just so crazy. Like, I couldn't, and I had a headache, like all my neck was hurting. I was like, let me just bed, relax myself, and go to sleep, because it was too much. But on a brighter note, I'm actually getting a nice vacation, because it's been a while since I was able to see my grandmother. Since 2016 would have been the last time that I traveled. And it's nice too that I have a job now that would allow me to do something like that, because before I'll have to like choose vacation a year in advance, you have to set the flight, blah blah blah, ask for vacation request, you don't know if they're gonna approve it, and it's like, whew, I don't have to worry about none of that. So that's great, and that in itself is something that I am thankful for. And that's another reason why I really wanted to have a remote job, have a job where I could do it freelance and all those things. So in another video, I'll tell you all about that, because leaving my job in itself, especially in the middle of a pandemic, was not the easiest decision, of course. But I did it, and I know there are people out there who are experiencing the same thing because of COVID, or even before COVID. There's something that was on your mind, like, if this corporate lifestyle is really for me, this is what I want to do. Especially as millennials, it tends to be something that we are moving away from more. So I know a lot of people will be interested in hearing about that journey and getting me here, and I plan to do that story time. I also, as I think I mentioned earlier, but I did a poll on Instagram asking if you would want to know about the agency that I write with. So I'll do a story time about that as well. And then, of course, just to give, watch myself, sorry. I just have to remember to watch the camera and not myself. Anyway, so yeah. And then, of course, hopefully to get some content while I am here on vacation, not vacation. So you can see some life with Kim in New York. Right. So thanks a lot for sticking around. There were 1 or 2 subscribers even when I wasn't posting videos. So thank you for that. Thank you for not unsubscribing. Like, this girl not serious. A whole month gone, she post no video. Right? And I really appreciate it. And I hope that I could stay more consistent moving forward. And let me know what you thought about that crazy story time. If anything similar has ever happened to you, like, anything at all, you feel to comment below. I respond to all the comments because I don't get that much. So it's easy for me to respond, and I always enjoy reading them. So stay tuned for more, and thanks for watching. Bye.